Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm David Zachary Matsei. You're watching Matsei Formula. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to watching. This is more of a deeper personal video, and this is for my friends and my family and my new friends in Italy. This is about my trip to Italy to visit the Rotary race car scene, where we all share the same obsession. And my father is from a town down south in Italy in Calabria region, and it's called San Giovanni in Fiore. And I went there to visit a few years ago, and it was just really cool because you get to see how connected you are to people on the other side of the world that you're family with, and you realize how similar you are when you've never even met before. And so that was just a really unique experience for me, and I drove all the way from Rome down to San Giovanni and back, which is quite a long drive. And I got to experience the roads, and I thought they had the coolest bridges and tunnels and just the most beautiful highways and gas stations, but I didn't see any race cars. And so it wasn't until I got back to the US, I was thinking about, man, wouldn't it be great if I could experience that same culture where I'm from, but also with Rotary people? And I just didn't know if it existed. And it wasn't until I met Alberto Pini online on Instagram. He had a 4-rotor RX7 in Italy, and he was having some issues with his dry sump system. We were talking about oil pressure drop and things like that. I was going through similar things on my car, and we just became the best of friends when we realized we were both hopelessly obsessed. And so after all of that, he came to visit me at the PRI convention in December, and he met my family and my girlfriend, and it was just the greatest experience hanging out together that week. And he said, listen, man, you have to come to Italy and experience this for yourself. It's everything that you're thinking of and more. So I went to Italy, and this is my trip to Milan. We went to Verona, we went to Brescia, and it was one of the most amazing experiences. I'm super thankful to Garage59, Pure Exhaust, Andrea, and Ricardo. And this video documents that experience, guys. Ma soprattutto parla di qualcosa di più profondo, di cosa succede quando incontri persone uguali a te, che pensano, costruiscono e vivono la stessa passione. Li sconosciuti diventano amici e in qualche modo gli amici diventano famiglia.
Taxi out once airborne, just 35 minutes takeoff to touchdown. ATC did issue.
We made it. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's the problem running Rotary.
Is that 2-stroke?
Yeah, 2-stroke oil.
Holy that's a lot, dude. This is crazy, man.
We don't have a billionaire company, but we can afford to get in Matsei in Italy.
Look at this. This is so cool, man. You could drive your 4-rotor on this road right here,
of course.
and the cops aren't gonna get mad.
No, we are gonna drive in the next day.
Oh my god, dude. We're headed, where are we headed?
Next step is going to be my uncle's bakery, so we are gonna have some breakfast.
Your uncle's bakery?
Yeah.
Oh, the bread place you were
Yeah.
telling me about, your uncle's bread. Yeah. That sounds amazing. Come to Italy, ride in American Hummer. So we're on the way to Albi's shop with Albi and Andrea here.
Hi guys.
They're gonna show me the operation. This thing barely fits on these roads. It's the coolest feeling to be from the other side of the world and hanging out with the coolest dudes. Feels like you're at home still. So this is it, Albi. Wow. This is a real shop right here, man. Guys, I'm so excited to be here. Been talking to Albi for years, and to be at his shop, see what it's really like in person. Guys, we can't film a video, okay? Because we've already talked about everything like 7 times because we're so hyped. And now we can't keep repeating it.
I already explained the process a few times. Then we started filming and we got a take 1, take 2, take 3, and probably now we are in take
27.
7. So what I would like to bring.
So instead of us pretending like this is the first time that we filmed this,
no, it's not the first time.
We're just gonna show you what's going on here.
Yeah, because I already introduced you everything this morning.
I'm not gonna act surprised anymore.
I'm sorry, the surprise was this morning. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to show you again another time.
This sounds great.
Yeah. So.
All right, let's go through the process.
Let's go to the process. As I told you this morning, we basically have 2 ways to make an exhaust. The first one, if we already done in the past and we made it jig. So over there, for example, so basically means that we already done one time the exhaust, and after we had done the exhaust the first time on the car, directly on the car itself, we create, this is kind of jig, to recreate again, second time, third time, and every time the customer wanna buy, a way to reproduce it. And of course, we just make it if we know that there is some potential business or we have some orders of a few items, because it has a cost. And a lot of people don't consider that also how you make the jig is going to be important, because have a look on the thickness and on the material and how much.
Yeah, this is super
stiff.
I mean, this is serious.
Yeah, as I told you this morning.
Might as well be the actual car.
Yeah. So, for example, why we don't make the jig with this tiny tube, or with this one, which could work as well. Yeah, the first time, maybe the second, but you have to consider that whenever you are going to build the exhaust, just try to imagine, you have to start to place the tube and weld it one by one. So in order to keep them steady, you have to clamp them. And whenever you clamp a part here and you start to weld, the material try to bend.
Yeah, because the expansion and contraction of the heat from the weld.
Exactly. And if the jig is not strong enough, it's gonna bend.
The jig itself is going to
jig
bend
itself is
when the metal warps
exactly
from the exhaust.
Exactly. So means that the first exhaust is fine, second, third, four maybe, five, who know. And then the customer 100, you get an exhaust that is totally different from the first one.
Wow.
And a lot of shop don't think about it.
So this allows you to be extremely consistent.
Yeah.
So whatever you make now on the first model is going to be exactly the same on the 100th version of that exhaust system. And anybody that buys one knows it's going to fit perfectly because the jig is absolutely, this is super heavy duty.
That's another.
How many hours does it take just to make this jig?
I would say same as making an exhaust.
Same as making an
exhaust. If the exhaust take 5 hours, I need the other 5 hours to make the jig.
Wow.
Yeah.
So right now you're going to be, this jig is for that car over there?
No, but this is for M3, M4, G80, G82.
Wow. So what's the next jig you're going to be creating that you think you're going to make? So you guys are about to develop a jig for that car?
We have a few cars here that I showed you this morning. And we have an H1 here, that's pretty rare here in Italy. And we got a Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio.
I'm glad I could come to Italy and see an American Hummer.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, you had to travel across the ocean.
These are actually pretty rare in America now. I don't hardly ever see these. You see the H2 and the H3.
Yeah, but I have never seen an H1.
These are pretty popular in
in Italy
everywhere.
They are pretty popular, exactly.
Yeah. So this is the first one that you will have done for this car?
Yeah.
This is the factory stuff.
This is the factory one. So the process is to make the exhaust directly on the car. So we start from the downpipe and we move back. And whenever you, if you know that you want to make a jig, you have to consider and you have to think what the future buyer will order. Because, for example, this customer wanted straight pipe till the middle and muffler on the back. But some future customer would like to have a cut in the middle, cut in the front. So we have to already think now to all the variation that the jig can support. Because, for example, we have to think the dimension of the tips, the dimension of the tube. Every combination we have to think now. Because once you have done the jig with all the combination, you cannot say, okay, I've done the jig for all this diameter and I have to increase. Because all the offset go out of position.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, I guess also too, like if, like you were saying, if one customer wanted a mid pipe that did not have a muffler, but another customer would want a mid pipe with a muffler, then the jig already needs to be designed to allow for the muffler. Exactly. Then you can easily not run the muffler.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because for example, try to imagine I make the jig only for the straight center pipe. And next customer is going to ask me the muffler. Okay, I can physically put it on the jig, but how I can remember or how I can be sure that I'm not going to touch here or to touch here or to touch here or wherever.
Right.
So I have to consider before.
So you think of all the possible variations of what would be most commonly purchased for that customer base. And
also sometimes we rather decide to don't run some combination. For example, we have done M3 and M4, G80, G82, and we didn't place the cut on the downpipe. We offer only the cut in the center pipe. So if a customer comes to us and asks for a catalytic downpipe, we say no, we don't make it.
That would be way too much to...
Yeah, because in our opinions, due to performance, it's better to keep it in the center pipe. It's a Wolf.
Yeah, I was looking at this earlier.
Yeah. full carbon fiber.
This is absolutely an insane piece of machinery. This car, this is an Italian car.
Yeah, they are here.
The company is Italian.
North Italy, Wolf.
And the first thing I noticed, well, I'll say the second thing. The first thing is the beautiful carbon fiber work on this. But the second thing is it has a CWA 400, which we know from running on the rotary cars.
Every 4-rotor, well, your 4-rotor, my 4-rotor, your 5-rotor.
That's what this little water pump is right here. This is incredibly beautiful. You said they do all of this carbon fiber themselves in-house, right?
Everything in-house. Alloy, gearbox, carbon fiber, everything.
Wow, so how did this come to be? What are you guys doing on it?
So basically we are just recreating all the muffler for each model that they have, because they have a few they have different model. This is a V8, naturally aspirated, and they have a inline 5-cylinder from Volvo, and they have a 4-cylinder Aprilia, and they are going to have also, if I recall right, a V8 compressor.
And that's all in the same chassis, just different power plants?
They have also different power plant, yeah. And basically, we have to remake all the exhaust for each model. And the challenge thing, as I told you this morning, is that this is a real race car. It's not someone pretending to race it. That's why we have to be sure that the quality of the exhaust is on notch level. We have to consider also the noise emission, because it has to stay on the track, and you know, track has some regulation.
Right.
Plus, we have to care about performance. So it's quite challenging. So this is the custom flange, and you see that.
That's beautiful.
Here we are speaking also about manifold exhaust. So each runner has his own.
You're saying manifold?
Yeah. His runner.
Oh, you're doing the manifold too?
As well. On this one, yes, as well. And that's another thing that we do often, but it's making exhaust manifold is quite expensive.
Right.
I mean, we can make it cheap. We don't want to make it cheaper, because there are some process that you have to don't skip. You cannot cut corner, and we want to make sure that our product are always on the notch level. So rather than maybe lose some customer, I prefer lose some customer, but I want to give a perfect product.
You guys make not only the manifold for this, and you can also make manifolds for other cars.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily like the thing that you're doing for most customers,
Yeah.
but not only are you making the manifold in the exhaust systems, but you also make your own mufflers and tips.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, because that's the only way to control all the process. I mean, the only way to provide to the customer a good exhaust, if you make everything in-house and you know what you are making.
Well, one of the things that I've found, like with the rotary stuff, is it's really easy to burn up mufflers, especially if you don't have the right high temperature materials that go inside the muffler, like the packing. Mm-hmm. And we've seen a lot of rotary, like high EGT, like burn out the inside of the mufflers.
Yeah.
And so it's like really important that you have high quality materials.
Same as happened in my 4-rotor.
Same on your 4-rotor?
It's naturally aspirated, so it's not turbine, not running crazy. AGT temperature, but still is a 4-rotor spitting fire and spitting premix. So it's quite aggressive on muffler, especially when you are burning oil. And I had a lot of issue in the past finding a good filler of muffler. And we come up with this one. It's also one of our suppliers here in Italy. And I'm running my 4-rotor since I've done over 10,000 kilometers on that. And and the muffler is still great. So we are
So
pretty sure.
you had to test multiple different kinds
Yeah,
to arrive
before
at
to
that.
before to come up with this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty tough find a good material for the muffler, but we are really satisfied with this one. This is great. That's how we start making muffler. So we start from the outside shell, and we have different dimension, different length. We can customize, of course, accordingly to the space under the car.
And you can also increase or decrease the density of how much you want to put in it.
Absolutely,
of
absolutely.
thing?
That's why some customer want maybe louder, some customer want quiet, and we can play how much we feel the muffler. And we have our custom pipe to place into the muffler.
Wow.
And basically we have all the process under control. When the customer require, or for example, with the valve that we know that have to stay under strict regulation and truck, after the exhaust is done, we are going to test it. How many decibel is going to make at 2000 RPM, 3000 RPM, 9000 RPM. So we are sure that it's compliant to the rules. For example, the valve is going to race on some truck, and we have to be sure that it's compliant to the rules. There are two kind of elbow.
Okay.
This is the commercial one. I mean commercial because the radius is standard, and they come only in 90 degrees. But whenever you want to make something custom, let's say I need 63 degrees. So I have to take it, cut it, and waste material. So the other way is the bending machine.
There's not many people in my area that have anything like this. This is super, super awesome.
Of course, it's not a CNC machine, the one that can automatically bend thousands of tubes and pipe one behind the other one, but it's automatic, and you just program how many degrees you need the elbow, and it's gonna make it.
Wow. This is a machine that you're using all day. This is
It's quite good because you can make multiple curves one by other one, so you don't need to maybe weld that much in some point, and you can recreate some part of the exhaust. And we try to keep, as I told you, we try to keep everything we need in-house. So starting from the flanges, from the raw material, from the shell of the muffler.
Wow, you have a ton of flanges here. So every car that is jigged for production has like engine manifold flanges and all the exhaust flanges that would be possible for the most popular combos.
Yeah. Then there are many cars that they have interchangeable flange, and you might be surprised because there are some models that they can exchange their flange. But anyway, if we have in-house our flange, we can be faster whenever a customer orders from us. So if you come closer, all these are the reference over the car. So we have to be sure that they don't bend and they stay in the same position over the time. After we have completely done the exhaust, we are going to recreate piece by piece, and we are going to mark the most important part. And we have to be sure that we place the correct support, because the more support you place, more you are precise. Okay, for example, here you can see there is a support. Here there is a support. Over there is a support. Okay, so more support you place, more you are precise. But then more support I place, more I can make modification in future. And for example, if I project this exhaust by 70 millimeter, okay, here I have the support.
Right.
But how I can be sure that if I go 80 millimeter, I'm not going to touch somewhere?
I see what you're saying.
That's what I told you before, that you have to try to imagine what the customer are gonna to ask. Usually we start with the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So the biggest diameter.
Oh, because you could go down.
Yeah, the worst configuration, the worst configuration is the one with full optional. So we cut with muffler or whatever.
Makes
so
a
you
lot of
can go
sense.
back, because from the diameter of a muffler, you can remove it and you can go straight. But if you are straight, you don't know the space to place a muffler.
Wow.
Okay, so we start with the worst case scenario, and then we go back. And with the M3, M4, we plan it 70 millimeter maximum diameter. Considering that it's 2 lines, 70 millimeter, it's pretty big, and you're going to make a lot of horsepower.
So how many jigs do you guys have in total?
Around 1,000. So it's thousands of jigs, and over a jig maybe you can make more models, like for example the BMW M3, M4. With one jig you can make 2 kind of exhaust.
So this is not all 1,000 here.
Yeah, this is the high runner. The
Because
exhaust.
you have some outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Okay. This is not what you usually see behind a fabricating exhaust shop. It's farmland and mountains. Beautiful mountains and farmland. This is so cool. Wow. This is incredible. Look how many jigs there are. Holy crap, Albie. How many years to have this many designs made? This is 20 years?
Yeah, around 20 years.
Everything is labeled for all the exact, like, what is all this labeling? What is it telling you? Like exactly which model and
Yeah, so this is the
like
position.
Porsche.
This is the position of, for example, this
Porsche
is the
996 GT3? Holy shit.
So we know which position has the jig, and for example, all the flanges. So I have to know which flanges is this one. So with the number that's over here, I can go inside and get the flange. And here, for example, I know that the maximum diameter is 55 millimeters.
You are so serious about this business. Holy crap, dude. This is so legit. This just goes on and on. Look at this. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this kind of production of exhaust. This is incredible.
Last but not least, exhaust tips. We basically make everything also in-house. So I will let everyone feel it. It's quite heavy, and you can feel it's pretty solid. And basically we start from the shell, and then we weld the rear part, and then we weld also the inner part of the muffler.
Wow.
And you can have basically each color you like, from chromo, black chromo, polished, whatever, every dimension.
So you polish it yourself here too?
Yeah, as well. The only thing is not possible to make is the black one or black chromo. Still we have some out supplier for some small
That's
things.
very nice. This is Andrea. He's also the owner of Pure Exhaust.
Yes, exactly.
So show us your beautiful car here, man. Tell us in Italian everything that you did, or what this thing is about.
Allora, questa era una macchina che avevo preso per far drift, per divertirmi un po', perché con l'RX7 Rotori andare a far drift mi piangeva un po' il cuore, no? usarla così. Allora abbiamo preso un'altezza con uno GZ, siamo riusciti a omologarla anche con il codice motore sulla targhetta del telaio, quindi è come se fosse proprio nata così, quindi con l'1GZ riportato, la cilindrata e quant'altro. Poi quando abbiamo ritirato la Pure non sono più riuscito ad usarla perché il tempo è sempre poco e quindi niente, abbiamo rifatto tutta la linea scarico, non neanche più riuscito ad accenderla e l'abbiamo venduta purtroppo, quindi spero che il nuovo proprietario se la possa godere più di quello che ho fatto io.
So, this morning you were wondering where it's coming from, and this is a manifold exhaust from a Toyota G86, and we've done it. And the cool thing is that after the crash and the car was destroyed, our welding, they are still great. They are still in perfect shape.
Wow.
I'm worried that we don't even pass through the gate of the bed and breakfast with this stuff.
I feel like we are ready for World War III.
Yeah, absolutely ready with this.
I feel like we're in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Unrealistic. That have also the hook on the hood for the helicopter.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We have a helicopter hook to pick the thing up.
And now we are going to the restaurant, but the road to reach the restaurant is not that large, so we have to take. It's only one way, and there is the river from one side, the river to the other side, but there is no way to pass with this thing, so we have to run around the city.
We'll just go through the river.
Yeah, well, it's cool, but why you are not getting the river with this stuff?
That's what the snorkel is for right there. So now we're on the way to Garage59, which is Albie's tuner. And that's where his 4 rotor's at in the dyno. And we're gonna go pick up the car, and that's gonna be the first time seeing the 4 rotor. And then what? We're gonna go cruise around Italy.
Yeah, you're going to ride around. You're planning to go to some mountainside. It's not really like, it's not like big, but it's like 800 meters hike. And then on the top of that, we are gonna chill out. There is a local restaurant. We're going to have lunch there. And then way back and back to Garage 59.
All right, man, that sounds fantastic.
So today we are here and we show you around. We have a few Rotary here, and then we will ride around to mountainside.
Look how many rotaries. They all showed up. We're all gonna go ride together. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is Andreas. Oh, perfect. Full stop. This is an actual 99? This is a real 99 spec, the whole car. Wow.
That's the Rotors RX7. It's a real Cup one. Basically, stock engine that has the full aero package. Of course, it's not road legal. There is no license plate. It's only for truck and fun. But it has a sequential gearbox transmission.
from Sadev.
Sadev. So we're going to start this. It has a new 4.5-inch clutch, super lightweight flywheel. It's a aluminum flywheel too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
You can rev it.
You want to warm up some? Guys, this is a 13B. Look how fast this revs. Jesus! So how do you guys get away with this in Italy, these tuner cars? Because I heard it's very difficult to have modifications in Italy.
Yeah, so in Italy you cannot even change a bolt on your car. So with, let's say, lightly modified cars, you take your chances and take your risks and hope in the goodwill of the policeman in order to not get a fine or not get your car stolen. And instead, yeah, as you can see here, you do not have a license plate with the Italian name on here. This license plate is from Poland, so you basically sell your car to a foreign company, which then rents to you your own car. So with a foreign license plate, so that you can drive it on public road without getting troubles from the police.
So this one's from Poland, and this one is from Poland.
No, this one is from Italy.
This is Italy.
Yeah. This is Italy. This one Poland, and you can see going around where there's a supercar or modified cars. You see a lot of foreign license plates. So Poland, Hungary, and so on. Places where modifying car is not a crime. No.
That's a very cool way to around the system. really aspirated. You can feel the vibration of the engine a lot differently, like the sound wave. It's just like, I can feel it in the chair.
Yeah, most of the part of the energy is coming from the intake.
Yeah, the vibrations of the ITB.
It's pure power from the intake.
You feel when it actually switches into that power. Look at this scenery. This is not what you would expect to be doing in Italy. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's beautiful.
That's lovely.
It's wild. It just rips your head off on the top end. Right there, hold it there. Whoops, sorry, wait. Yeah? Okay, do that again. All right. Okay.
I'm sorry, he's going to pass because the front car is going to the restaurant and he's going to film us coming to the restaurant.
Jesus. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Y'all are hauling ass. I can't even film.
Ripeti?
Holy shit. This is a monster. It's a monster. So look at the landscape, dude. Absolute monster. It's a monster. Top, so smooth on the top end. It's amazing.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Holy crap. We were going so fast it felt like I'm still shaking from that. Oh my God, that was one of the most intense mountain rides of my life. This is the most humbling, amazing thing. So we just finished driving up the mountainside, all these RX7s meeting up together. And it was so cool that to just meet Italian friends. And it's like, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. When you are into Rotaries, you just know each other and you connect like you've been friends forever. It's amazing. So now we're all gonna eat lunch together and we're at the top of this mountain. We've got this big table. These are all the Rotary guys. How cool is this?
Welcome to the family reunion.
Say it again.
Welcome to the family reunion.
Oh yeah, thank you. This is the doctor right here. Garage 59.
Finita.
Stiamo finito, no?
Finita. Poi c'erano delle volte in cui prima che venisse con Laura intorno come Gesù Cristo a salvarmi, ogni tanto si girava.
So we just finished lunch.
Yeah,
And this beautiful mountainside.
healthy food, nice people. Yeah.
And now we are headed back to the race cars. And we're going to go tear up the mountainside with Rotaries and two-stroke gasoline. And I can't wait. All right, so I'm here with Luigi. He speaks English and Italian.
Ciao,
My dad's name is Mario.
ciao Mario.
And you're from,
San Giovanni in Fiore.
and you moved here.
Yeah, 25 anni fa.
So cool.
Vai.
The weather is beautiful. The weather.
Sì.
Perfect.
Vai. F1 in the mountain.
F1 in the mountain.
Let's get Round 3.
Are you ready?
Arrivederci. Tighter, lower RPM, wider, higher RPM. More split, more RPM. Wow. Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
1 bar.
That was 3 or 2?
And 2.
2.
3 is best here.
Let's see the little lean up here.
Control to timing.
11.9, 11.7. You want me to add some fuel? You want me to add 11.9, 11.7?
And list. Okay. Okay. Is okay. 1 bar.
Well, you have a 0 demand.
Yes.
So -5.
Yes.
Yep. So you run -5 to get more throttle,
Okay.
more
Yes.
more
Yes.
air, more
Yes.
air at idle.
Yes.
And
Is
pull
a
back.
problem to the overrun.
Yep, yep. Very smooth.
3 here and test.
Woo! Right here?
Yes.
Ah! You're crazy.
Yes.
This scared me. Yeah.
The test is always.
This is your racetrack.
10 years testing.
This is your racetrack.
Road. Yes.
This is your racetrack right here.
Yes. Watching.
That's fast.
Very fast.
That's very, very fast.
Low boost is very fast.
Yes. A little more fuel.
Yes. And the problem to hard limiter or hard limiter or
6,500.
ah, okay. No. Okay.
Just a little
This
bit.
is not rich.
That's very good. The top end, it just keeps going.
Yes.
It's very linear. You can feel the bridge on the top.
And perfect.
Perfect.
No problem.
So this car is 1,399 horsepower. And they keep making jokes that if I survive, we're gonna do this and that later. So, it's pretty scary. I've never been in anything this powerful. Not ethanol.
No ethanol. No ethanol.
Wow.
And mapping selection con Ecotec.
Wow.
Cam is a Kelford 282
Yeah.
and up to 11.28.
11.28. So
On
at high RPM, as the RPM is up.
yes,
So 2.2 degrees to 11.8.
yes,
And you build the motor too?
yes, and the gearbox,
And the gearbox.
yes.
Okay.
In realtà no, qui il GTR è stata fatta per girare a 2 bar e 6 con elettronica di serie e benzina da distributore 100 anni. E il risultato è questo.
Jesus.
Clutch is extreme clutch.
It's so fast that, but it feels controlled, fast and controlled.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Albie's exhaust sounds great.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, it's so smooth. Smooth. Yeah. Beautiful. Start.
Very fast.
That's
So, it's good? Hey, it's good.
fast, man.
Fast?
Yes.
Yeah.
So fast. So fast. I mean, it's just like you're. Italians do it better.
Yeah. 400 horsepower. Mattei, buongiorno, salve. Allora, le volevo illustrare, qui abbiamo fatto un piccolo rinfresco, un piccolo banchetto per fare aperitivo, che viene direttamente dalla Sardegna. Io sono sardo e abito a Bologna da 13 anni. Qui abbiamo una salsiccia secca sarda, che è fatta dal mio macellaio di fiducia, solamente contenente pepe e carne di maiale. Qui c'è la tipica spianata sarda, che è fatta con farina di grano duro, e qui invece c'è una ricotta salata, si chiama ricotta mustia, è una ricotta leggermente affumicata, salata, che viene fatta dal pastore di famiglia, che è un pastore di fiducia che porta il formaggio da generazione alla mia famiglia. E poi abbiamo del vino, che è questo qui, che è il vino della mia famiglia, fatto in Sardegna. Questo è un rosato di Cannonau, speriamo che a David piaccia. Saluti.
So he's gonna show me some of how he tunes on his dyno, and I'm gonna watch on the laptop. Very safe.
No, not a problem, not a broken, no. Knock, no problem. Next test, okay?
Yep. So he's saying he wants to create flames for the audience. So I'm gonna get their face. I'm gonna.
Very impossible to broken the engine. The timing is very safe. No problem.
Thank you for showing me. Yeah.
Now we're testing Albie's car.
Yes, testing. Questa macchina corsa, si tira per la strada in schiste bossa.
Allora bis i primi, questa corta per i due bis, uno settimanale, l'altro campionale ai pomeretti. E poi avete over sulla cotta.
Cosa dicono sul gruppo? No? Col vino? Sempre non deca.
Alright guys, so leaving the hotel today, going back to Garage 59. This is going to be my third day at Garage 59.
siamo perché abbiamo...
Day 3 here in Italy. So we're supposed to take a break and have a look around, but there is much more to do and we are coming back to the shop. We're going to take apart the HKS, see what inside, and stay tuned.
All right, guys, we're back at Garage59. They're going to take us on a personal tour of the facility, show you some more details of the operation, and then we're going to take Albie's new HKS 6-speed sequential transmission and we're going to tear it down and have a look.
Questa è l'officina. Un po' di RX7 sotto. La sala motori, di là, sala di motori dove vediamo il motore a temperatura.
As you can see, Ricardo has his own room for engine, because whenever you work on an engine, you have to be sure that the environment is fully clean, no pollution, no stuff around. So even inside there is AC and the engine has been built on constant temperature inside.
Quando facciamo le lavorazioni riusciamo a sistemare bene la differenza con una lucidatura delle housing, riusciamo a farla qui noi. E qui abbiamo anche il tornio per fare qualche pezzettino. Su abbiamo un magazzino con un po' di componenti, per cui qualche ricambio in più. Qui abbiamo il lavaggio, qui abbiamo il lavaggio per lavare e sabbiare, c'è la pugnatrice a vetro che è la lavatrice da pezzi per la temperatura. Su abbiamo un piccolo magazzino AKS. E the Dyno.
Let's go check out the dyno.
Okay. Il banco è sincronizzato con i rulli. Synchronized of the belt. Ha una cinghia centrale che linka l'anteriore con il posteriore e se deve andare a accendere il compressore, vi facciamo vedere. Soft Engine è il marchio, molto buono, è italiano. È già anni che testiamo e funziona molto bene. Per l'aspirazione abbiamo fatto questa cosa un po' funzionale per l'aria.
So it's synchro.
Il sincro. E puoi spostare avanti e indietro il banco a tuo piacimento. Lo apri e lo chiudi in base alla lunghezza dell'auto e all'interesse delle ruote. Perché...
Whoa, that's a fan. Oh my god.
E poi abbiamo la reazione, aspiratori da mettere sulle marmite posteriori. e possiamo chiudere il banco avendo gli aspiratori.
So we have vacuum, and here the restrictions in Italy are pretty bad due to noise and pollution. So we have to be locked inside, and you know, whenever you are tuning inside, you need some vacuum to pull out the exhaust. And also, as Ricardo said, we have also to take
That's
care.
the vacuum.
Yeah. And that's really important. Also, the air that's getting into the car. So that's why. Have you seen how much power come out from this fan? It's insane.
Insane. What's up? What y'all doing?
It's funny day.
We are waiting for you.
We're gonna go do the HKS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
Good.
ingredients for fix the HKS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we've got the right ingredients to fix the transmission. I bought it because I thought it would be a joke that they would think it was terrible, and they love it. They're like, "This is the best stuff I've ever drank." I'm like, it was supposed to make me laugh.
And he was so disappointed at dinner because everyone was like sipping and enjoying, and he was like, "What the hell? Why is not one complain about this and everyone is enjoying?"
All right, let's go check out this transmission. Let's go do it.
Yeah.
Do you need help with that, Albie? You need Jesus. That's how you get it done.
Let's pull it apart. We had an issue on
So what was going on?
on fifth gear. I was
What is that from?
thanks God.
Oh, that's your tie rod
Yeah, that's
end?
the anti rod. Not pretty
Ragione,
Not
ragione.
pretty, yeah, from truck. Not pretty straight. And
This is from his steering rack on the tie rod.
yeah, exactly, because
Yeah.
you have to adjust the bump steering. So basically, when you load the car to the ground, and also I had to change the position of the steering rack because I had to fit the 4-rotor. So the position of the steering rack is lower than OEM. So I had to compensate the difference on.
To correct bump
Yeah,
steer.
to correct, exactly.
So this one was a little bit too long.
Yeah,
Well, you had the CNC'd out of one piece and it's still bent.
yeah, yeah.
Man, you must have been slamming the track.
I clearly remember when I
It was on the curbing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What track were you at?
It was in center of Italy, Umbria, Verona. But
Now you got new ones on
Yeah.
there. Yeah, this is heavy duty. Way different than what I had on my, when I had to do, I did that on the
304.
304 stainless steel. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
But it's pretty common, by the way, on RX7. Whenever you go to correct bump steering, I've seen.
Yeah, my first RX7 I had, the subframe was dropped
Yeah, same here.
for the tall intake manifold on the
Yeah.
3-rotor. And then we used something like this, but it wasn't this heavy duty. And I can't believe this got bent. Like, you must have been slamming the track. You were
Yeah.
hauling ass.
It's hard.
Yeah. So this HKS transmission is a 6-speed sequential. This is a really rare gearbox. It's really hard to find these things. They were discontinued like probably 2000, I don't know, like early 2000s. This is a legacy gearbox from HKS that bolts directly into the RX7. And so Albie and I were talking about, well, what would be the quickest solution to put a sequential in his car when he came to PRI? We were talking about it, and you want to be able to keep the factory interior as close as possible, not have to hack up the transmission tunnel. And so the decision for the HKS was based upon the ease of installation and also the ability to move back to a stock transmission, because you still have the power plant frame and you still have all of the factory components, like the way the transmission tunnel and the bracing and all that works with the back
here, and the bolt, the bell housing. So it's all very similar. And unfortunately, after he gets the transmission, there was a problem that was happening inside of it where it was getting stuck in 5th gear. So we don't really know what we're doing with this thing because it's from Japan. And I looked and tried to ask everybody I could find about if they had manuals or information on the inside of the gearbox, and it's like, you're on your own. So we're gonna tear this thing down and we're gonna figure it out.
Perché c'è... Io non sono pronto qui. No, il volume qua no. Secondo me, sì, che pezzo, non tutto. Digli che mi vergogno. Non mi piacciono quelle cose. Digli.
Can't be shy.
Yeah, right.
Malefica?
È Malefica, ma come il film? How to say in English il film? Malefica. Com'è che si chiamava in inglese?
Biancaneve.
No.
Malefica. It's Malefica. Picture.
Do you know the Maleficent?
Maleficent.
It's my surname, Maleficent. I'm saved in his phone like Maleficent.
Non un pezzo di carta. Io. No, il pezzo di carta.
È il manuale? Ma non c'è un cazzo all'interno.
Non ce l'hai qua?
Vuoi vederlo?
Volevo solo vedere.
Everything's so organized here. Everything's clean and organized.
Easy, Hitler.
Non dire Hitler, che poi già gente che si cazzo.
He comes from Germany.
Oh, okay.
Ragazzi, lei Hitler.
Here's the Japanese manual that tells us that it's a transmission.
Yeah, exactly. And we know that
It says, here is the how you shift.
Very cheap.
It has 6 gears,
6 gears, exactly.
and it has bolts. Like, we have no idea.
And of course, you have spare parts, but just for the useless thing. Like, there is no gear, no inner shafts, no inner parts.
No, mi dica.
Attenzione.
Not easy to open.
No, non sembra proprio molto facile da aprire.
Sai come quando apri una coppa, la scatolina appena da scollarlo e dopo vedere se si muove.
Still wondering why I'm into Rotary and into this stuff. I could be on a beach in Thailand, but I'm here struggling with a fucking gearbox from HKS. It was discontinued 10 years ago, and I had the brilliant idea to buy one.
Ti spiego. Prima non lo facevo.
Oh, Dio.
Magari lo scavalli fuori così.
Può essere, magari gira.
Molto bene come cosa.
Il problema è questo. Hai capito? Figa.
No, però stavo guardando con Albi prima, che tiri via il seggior, sotto c'è il dado.
Qua sotto?
Sì.
Infatti.
C'è il dado da dietro adesso.
Il problema sembrerebbe che quando innesti la marcia non ha la molla per far tornare indietro l'ingranaggio. Vedi, se invece faccio il lavoro della molla che forse è sganciata all'interno, vedi, la marcia funziona.
So by helping the gearbox with the screwdriver, all your gear slides perfectly, but inside there is some spring probably that doesn't make it return to the proper position. Yeah.
And this barrel,
Yeah, this barrel doesn't.
it's
come
not
back.
returning back to reset for the next gear.
If Riccardo move it with the screwdriver, then
Girami la rotella dietro, Andrea. Albero.
I see. I see.
Ok,
I see.
ok.
Yep. Okay.
Gira. Ok.
So you have to use the screwdriver to pull it back.
yeah.
Okay. Well, at least we know that it's going in and out of the gears.
Yeah.
It's not the dog rings or something.
Yeah, but we have to anyway open it up
Yeah.
because it's not the first part, so it's the second part, and it's going to be quite complicated because there is a lot of stuff to take out.
Cioè, sentire neanche KS.
Mi ha detto che non ne sa un cazzo. Non male. Gli ha scritto sia lui, ha scritto dall'America, mi ha scritto dal Giappone.
I nostri due molle dentro che fanno girare il tamburo. Hai capito? Come cioè come tipo, non pistola, però hai il tamburo che si muove con la molla. Quindi quando tu fai la scalata, la molla tira da una parte, quando fai il carico della marcia, lo fa girare in base a dove devi scalare o tirare. Devo capire perché però non fa movimento automatico.
Potrebbe essere una molla che è saltata.
Magari c'è qualcosa dentro qua. Qua forse. Se vuoi lo apriamo. Facciamo una scatola di robe, facciamo le foto. La parte sopra la sappiamo a memoria. Dovremmo fare il centrale.
The next step is to open this part. Fuck, there is no way, there is no one in the world. Seems like that HKS Japan, they don't have the manual, the inside manual of that. Basically, there is no one in the world still with some knowledge, some manual, some details. There is no way. It's not possible. I'm the last person in the world with this fucking thing.
It's gay.
No, it's not supposed to be a thing, an HKS sequential gearbox. But it come out like a gay thing. Devo dire lui.
Io muoio. Ok.
Avanti, tocca metterlo sul tavolo di nuovo.
Vai.
Su e giù, tutto il gioco.
Alberto is beautiful. It's very beautiful.
Mettere in piedi.
Quindi a me di questo ce ne frega un cazzo. Tiriamo fuori le due spine. Sì. Il problema fondamentale è che lui, da qui, quando scende, si abbassa.
E ci va dietro, gli va dietro.
Sì, spinge questo. La marcia. Non è la molla, è a posto il cambio. Questo qua.
Quindi.
La molla è poco forte.
Ma che
The
c'è?
problem.
Sì, un po' una
Questo?
molla gay.
Ok. The problem. Questo è il problema.
It's not sliding.
It's not returning back.
Yes.
So the spring isn't doing
The
anything.
problem,
Maybe we need to polish the inside.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, look.
Yep.
If it's that the problem, I'm gonna run naked on the boulevard.
Pulisci tutto che chiudiamo, proviamo. Andiamo a perderci un bicchiere d'acqua, giocando veramente.
So we need to lap the inside.
Fa un culo,
To lap it?
Yes, yes.
Però potrei aver avuto l'occhio giusto.
Giusto. Però, se tu ci pensi bene,
Bravo, 26.
sì. No. No.
Grazie maestro. He's the master.
He's the maestro. The maestro.
Perché? Voilà. Significa.
Poi passava con un realizzatore.
Maestro delle brutte parole.
No.
vuoi-
No.
Però non è che poi deve fare un minimo.
Deve fare un po' di trazione sicuramente.
Non
Ma
ha
la
più-
trazione va fatta.
ma non deve essere a pesce di vacca, tipo.
Cazzo vuol dire a pesce di vacca?
Beh,
come
pesce
la
di
merda
vacca.
nei tubi del
Cioè,
saltare.
pesce di vacca, cioè il pesce della vacca è molto pezzoloso. Quindi non è che deve entrare tipo cioè deve avere un minimo di frizione. Capito? Well, the pesce of the vacca is like the organ for reproduction of the cow.
What?
And a pesce di vacca, you know, when it's not in erection, it's very soft. And it's bouncing and sliding. So, so a pin that is not a pesce di vacca is a pin that has some friction and it's not sliding freely. So means that we have to polish it, but still it has to have some small friction.
This is the best place to be. I'll tell you what.
Ah, non so la partita. Affanculo. Il problema della molla che si bloccava, che non ritornava il tamburo, era questo. Che non spinge fuori il tamburo quando è dentro, schiacciando non esce. Ok? E nelle gole sopra è in alto e qui è in basso, quindi automaticamente non riesce a spingere il tamburo. Ora facciamo questa modifica qui adesso, proviamo a vedere se... Ok, aspetta.
Much better.
Yes. Testing.
I think we polish it that much that we reach the level of pesce di vacca at this point. Yeah, I mean, it's a range of tolerance.
Normal.
You say when is it for interference or there is two play, when there is two play is a pesce di vacca.
Ok.
Can you hear the click now?
Engage.
Yep.
Ok.
Yeah, it's returning back.
Yes.
Yep. I can tell. Yeah, I can hear what you're saying. That's the click.
Yes. Ok. Perfect. rondelle.
You want to really know about McDonald's? Or you want to know about the gearbox?
I want to know about both.
Anyway, accordingly, where are you? The McDonald's tastes different.
So McDonald's is better in Italy than in America?
I will say. We're gonna try.
So they give us the trash. They give you all the good stuff.
Certo, io continuavo a guardare quel telefono.
Tieni giù questo. Così.
Ok.
Poi lì. Quindi stop.
Stop.
Ok.
Place, spring in place. You can see the barrel right now. Whenever I move the lever, the barrel move and come back. You see?
Yep.
And the barrel come back.
Yeah, you have to turn the input shaft because the dogs are...
You see?
Yep.
It's engaging.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working. Italians don't fuck around, guy.
Y'all fixed the Japanese witchcraft transmission. That's pretty cool.
Chiediamo cos'è?
Ci metti sul masticcino.
Sì, sì, ma volevo vedere perché lui è solo, questo serve solo per testi in sede, capito?
It's Sunday. We were supposed to hang out today, but we decided,
Yeah.
well, if we fix the transmission, we might as well swap it back in the car. Then we'll put it on the dyno. More testing and then go drive it. Why not?
All right, we're gonna go try Italian McDonald's. In the time that McDonald's was making the hamburger, they already got the gearbox out of the car.
In the meantime, McDonald's done a couple of burgers. Here we already take out the gearbox. We don't fuck around part 2.
Hello, Wally. You speak Italiano? This is an Italian dachshund. Wally, look at this tail. All right, tell us what's going on now. What are we working
what's
on?
going on?
What are we working on?
Surviving mode after 3 days. So since we have the gearbox in our hand, we are replacing the rear cable of the
reverse lockout.
Exactly, because it was falling apart. It was literally rusty and not sliding properly.
Oh, he's making a whole new cable.
Yeah. And basically, it's pretty simple how HKS works. So basically, it's just, if you look from inside, it's a piston moved by a spring, and it just locks the movement of the gearbox. So if you don't pull the cable, the piston doesn't move and doesn't allow the movement of the inner barrel.
You were telling me that it was, when you were driving it originally, it was hard to get reverse to work. You think it was because the cable was...
Yeah.
So that should be
Yeah.
big improvement.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this transmission is it still uses the factory power plant frame. So we were able to pull it out, put the factory 5-speed back in, and drive the car around. And now we're gonna put the sequential back in the car. It's OS Geiken.
Oh, yeah. 2-plate OS Geiken.
This is Albi's exhaust. This is Pure, right?
Muffler. the mid pipe,
Yep.
muffler on the rear pipe. Tutto mio!
E tiro giù lì.
Who needs a transmission?
Stanze per il cambio.
Who needs your transmission jack when you have Albi?
Vai. Tiriamo giù uno. Tiriamo giù uno lì.
Okay, so we have to take out the old
Release bearing.
exactly because
Guarda, olio da là, guarda.
yeah, so this is a spare gearbox we found in the junkyard, and just to keep it running for the Friday that we went on the mountain side, and it's a lucky transmission we found, so we swap it just for ride to the mountain. Now we are going to swap back the releasing gearbox and again placing on the HKS.
So this is the OS guy can push
Yeah,
conversion.
exactly. Quindi avrebbe perso ancora.
No, no, forse qualcosina. Niente di che.
So we got the sequential back together. They've got the throwout bearing back in place, the push style, and we're going back in the car. Hopefully we get this thing working and we can feel that sequential for the first time.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not.
So I'm wondering if anyone never ever installed the petite racing support. It's not possible to fit each other.
Well, we're about to make it fit.
Absolutely.
Ho iniziato a parlare di My Dick is Big oh ma
Ok. Ok. Ok.
Setting back some,
Last finishing touches and hooking up the reverse cable,
exactly, and filling up the gearbox.
filling it up with oil.
Yeah. So we just fill up over here because the HKS also need 150 milliliter of oil. Inside here,
How are you feeling?
we're gonna sleep tomorrow. No need to rest.
So we got the HKS installed in the car now. They're finishing up the final touches. And because it's really late and there's a noise ordinance, we can't put it back on the dyno. But luckily we're gonna get to test it before I leave, and we're gonna go out and check it on the street, see how this thing rips.
We have done. So this morning, 9 o'clock we start, we take apart the HKS. We found the problem, fix the problem, close the HKS, take out the manual transmission and swap back again the HKS. It's 9 o'clock in the night. We are ready to try on the road because due to the noise regulation, it's pretty easy to get the police here. So it's better to drive around very fast and
Let's do it, man.
let's do it.
That sounds good.
Yes. And arrangement async is low.
Yes. You can also try no clutch. When you're on the gas, pull on the stick while you're on the gas and then lift.
Okay.
Feels good, the low end torque. Yeah.
So, how's it going?
Dude, I'm shaking right now.
So, how does it feel? How does it
Oh
feel?
my god, dude.
Is it smooth?
It's way different. Yeah, it's way different than the 5-speed. It's like, because you have so much more torque since the gears are closer. Holy shit, dude. And the streets are like this small. You're gonna flip when you drive this now. Oh my gosh, man.
How's the engine drop? The RPM drop?
It's so tight.
So tight?
Yeah. He tried the no clutch.
Okay,
Lifted
okay,
off the
okay.
gas pedal.
Okay.
It works.
It works?
I mean, it definitely sounds really clunky. Like you can hear the clink, 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 clink. But I think that's just because it's just what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Because of dog box.
But a good thing of the HKS, they are not straight.
Yeah, right. So
They are still, yeah.
The box is quieter, but you still hear the dogs.
Yeah, exactly,
So I
exactly.
think that's totally normal. And it feels like the transient throttle's better.
Okay.
He did something to the asynchronous throttle. It is a monster. It's just that jumpiness from the throttle blade. Once you get the new throttle wheel, it has more progression on it to kind of slow down the throttle opening rate. It'll be a lot better. but it is. See what? Ask him what he thinks. I want to hear it in Italian.
Ricky, cosa ne pensi? Com'è?
Fantastic.
Tell him in Italian what it was like.
Grande persona.
La macchina, come ti è
la
sembrata?
macchina. La macchina è una figata.
He goes, it's fast. And I was like, yeah.
È corto,
Prima lunga, tutte le altre ravvicinate?
No, ma non sta dritta, di terza, seconda.
Man, I'm still shaking. Holy crap, dude, I'm shaking.
Look. He's shaking.
That was freaking awesome, man. Thank you so much.
I can wait to
Yeah.
Thank you. More.
We had like no gas. Like the low gas light was on. The fuel tank's like completely empty. Dude, it is absolutely phenomenal.
I can't wait to drive it on the truck.
Sorry. No, lui dice che come risoluzione intende dire che con la marcia lunga il grafico ha una risoluzione migliore quando lui va poi a zoomare.
Non è la soluzione.
No, chiaro.
Yes.
So, this is the maestro, and he is clearly as obsessed as me or more with rotaries, and he's just blowing my mind. Showing me data. I've sat in so many of his cars, and he's just showed me everything, and it's beautiful. It feels like I don't feel crazy anymore because y'all are just as crazy as me, and we're all the same, and this is awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wraps up the day at Garage 59. Thanks to Ricardo and the crew for having me here. Can't believe that I just went down the street at night in a Sequential 4-rotor in Italy. How did I end up here? So thanks to Albi so much.
You, David. Thank you.
So we're getting dinner at the Osteria.
Delle Streghe.
Osteria.
Yeah, Osteria.
And I'm with Albi and his girlfriend,
Hello.
Christina.
Nice to meet you.
Ciao Lindy.
All right, dude.
So on the way back to the airport, last night in Italy.
Yep. We're headed out.
All right, guys, thanks again for watching my video, and most importantly, thank you to Alberto Pini for bringing me over to Italy. This was the greatest experience, and we're cooking up some stuff right now. I'm going to be headed back over there in a few months. I can't tell you what we're working on. It's a secret. And also, please stay tuned, because coming up shortly is going to be a video on testing this new turbocharger on the Dyno. Hope you guys have a great one. Thanks for watching. I'm David Zachary Matsei, and this is Matsei Formula.
Testing.